Good morning, Twisted News viewers. I'm Theo Shaft, and today we're revisiting one of Australia's most infamous cold cases, the brutal Easey Street murders. For 47 years, this crime has haunted Melbourne, leaving unanswered questions and a community desperate for justice. With the arrest of a suspect, Kouroumblis, the truth may finally come to light. Let's dive into the chilling details of the crime, the decades-long investigation, and the recent breakthrough that has reignited this mystery. In January 1977, Suzanne Armstrong, 27, and Susan Bartlett, 28, were savagely murdered in their shared home at 147 Easey Street in Collingwood, a quiet Melbourne suburb. Their deaths shocked the nation, not just for their brutality, but for the unanswered questions that lingered for decades. Suzanne Armstrong was stabbed 27 times, and her body was found in the hallway of the home. Susan Bartlett suffered an even more frenzied attack, with 55 stab wounds. She was found in her bedroom, suggesting she was ambushed in her sleep or caught entirely off guard. Adding to the horror, Suzanne's 16-month-old son was discovered unharmed but severely dehydrated in his crib, having been alone in the house for 2 days. There was no sign of forced entry, leading investigators to suspect that the killer was either known to the victims or had easy access to the house. Despite interviewing over 2,000 people and following countless leads, police were unable to solve the case, leaving the community gripped by fear and speculation for nearly 5 decades. Now let's fast forward to 2024. Thanks to advancements in forensic technology, investigators could reanalyze evidence collected from the crime scene. DNA samples found on the victims and in the home were cross-referenced with modern genetic databases, resulting in a match to Kouroumblis, a 65-year-old Australian Greek man who had been a student at the school where Susan Bartlett worked as a teacher. Kouroumblis wasn't an entirely new name in the investigation. In 1977, as a teenager, he reported finding a knife near the crime scene, a detail that initially positioned him as a witness rather than a suspect. However, investigators now believe that the knife, along with the newly discovered DNA evidence, ties him directly to the murders. Kouroumblis lived in Greece for years, where Australian law enforcement could not extradite him due to legal restrictions. The breakthrough came in September 2024 when he traveled to Rome, Italy. Acting on an international arrest warrant issued through Interpol, Italian authorities detained Kouroumblis at the Rome airport. After weeks of legal proceedings, Kouroumblis agreed to extradition and was flown back to Melbourne on December 3rd. He now faces charges of murder and sexual assault in what prosecutors describe as one of the most significant cold case breakthroughs in Australian history. The community's response has been a mix of relief and renewed sorrow. For the families of Suzanne Armstrong and Susan Bartlett, this arrest brings the possibility of long-awaited justice, but also reopens wounds that never fully healed. This case also highlights the remarkable progress made in forensic science. Investigators' ability to extract usable DNA from decades-old evidence and match it to a suspect shows how far the pursuit of justice can go, no matter how much time has passed. As Kouroumblis awaits trial, the world is watching. Will the evidence be enough to convict him, or will this case continue to linger in uncertainty? For now, the Easey Street murders serve as a stark reminder that the past is never truly behind us, and justice can take decades to arrive. What do you think about this case? Is the evidence compelling, or do you think there's more to uncover? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. I'd love to hear your take on this haunting mystery. Stay curious, stay informed, and as always, keep questioning. I'm Theo Shaft, and this is Twisted News. Until next time.